Good morning. We are at Wednesday of the first week of Advent, and of course, with last Sunday, we began an entirely new church year of grace and favor from the Lord. So this is one of the very first days of our church new year. One thing that I would like to repeat and refresh your memory about the season of Advent is about the first 2 weeks, the readings for Sunday and then the weekday readings draw our attention not to the birth of Christ and those events leading up to the Annunciation, to the appearance of the Archangel Gabriel, not just to our Blessed Mother, but to Saint Joseph, to Zechariah. But these first couple of weeks are reminding us of the second coming of Christ, as he promised he would return to us at the end of time as the just and merciful judge of all humanity. And the reason the church does it this way is because as we get closer and closer to the actual day of Christmas, the solemnity of the birth of our Lord, all of our attention will be focused on these holy people of the Advent season, as it ought to be. But since we're a little removed yet from that nearness to Christmas Day, the church is reminding us of why God became incarnate as a man, lived among us for 33 years, and suffered and died on the cross and rose from the dead for us. And that reminder is pointing us to the future. And in Italy, I studied there for 6 years. The Italians have kind of a quaint way of referring to the season of Advent, but it's quite accurate and quite apt for you and for me to keep in mind in these early days, and then as we progress closer and closer to the solemnity of Christmas. They have an Italian expression, I'll say it in English, but they refer to Advent as the time of the already and the not yet. And that's very true. We are looking at the not yet part of our lives of faith at the beginning of Advent, and as Advent gets closer and closer to Christmas Day, we are then looking at the already, and it refers, of course, to what God has already done for us in the person of Jesus Christ, but it's also the time for us to reflect on what he is yet to do for us, the not yet part of that Italian expression. And the church is reminding us that in a very real, concrete way, every day of our lives is an Advent. We are to be very grateful and very reflective of what God has already, in his great love and mercy toward us, done for us, but what yet he is to do in the future. And how are we preparing ourselves for that not yet part of our lives of faith? And so as we progress from day to day, and we're very early in the season of Advent, the first few days, today is, as I said, Wednesday of the first week of Advent. But as we keep moving through the days of Advent, it would be well for us to reflect on not just what God in his great goodness has already done for us, but why did he do that for us? The answer is simply that we might have available to us the sure and certain way to the Father in heaven. That way is following Jesus Christ. And so we're still on the way, and we are looking to that future with great hope and with that confidence that if we're faithful to Christ, He, in His love and mercy and fidelity to us, when He returns as He promised He would, He will take us with Him to heaven to be with the Father for all eternity. So we're looking at a period of time, brief as Advent can be, that is very intense for us as far as our prayer and our meditation on what God has already done for us, but what yet He will do for us at a time in the future we don't know yet, but it's coming. And so it's for us, as Jesus made so clear in last Sunday's gospel, the last thing He says is to watch, be alert and watch. What are we supposed to watch for? Him. And He reveals to us each day what His will is for us. Are we willing to accept that and make that part of our daily lives of faith? And so this Advent season is a time of great grace for us. It's the season of hope. And so as we move from day to day, my prayer for all of you is that you make a good Advent preparation. It's preparing not just for the coming feast of Christmas. Your Advent preparation is to prepare you for the day you see the Lord face to face, and He gives you that merciful judgment. So may God bless you in these early days of our Advent season.